Hi everyone, I hope you're okay. Uh, this is video number 4, guys, which simply means I'm doing question 4 from the November 2023 Mathematics Paper 2 examination. Just know that there are 3 videos before this one, and there will be 6 videos uploaded after this one. Just stay tuned, guys. Subscribe to the channel so that you'll get more videos whenever I post. And your subscription, guys, will help because it will help growing the channel, and I can be able to reach a lot of students and try to help them before they write their examination. So your subscription goes a long way. Please don't be scared to subscribe. Okay, question 4. In the diagram, the circle with center O has an equation of x squared plus y squared is equal to 20. And then G is the center of the larger circle. A common tangent touches the circles at D and F respectively, such that D is P and -2, and it lies in the 4th quadrant. Okay. The first thing we are asked is to find it's to definitely show that P is equal to 4. P is the x value for the coordinate of D, né? But you must remember that D lies on a circle that has this equation. Are we together? So I have the y value. All I need to do is to find the corresponding x value. I can say x squared plus y squared is 20. X squared plus the value of y is -2 squared, right? That's 20. And then I'll have x squared plus 4 equal to 20. X squared is equal to 16. Then x is plus or minus 4. Since D is on the right hand side of the x-axis, or of the y-axis rather, we'll simply say therefore x will be equal to 4. So remember that x is the x value here. So we can therefore say that P is equal to 4. Okay, and then now we are supposed to given that E is 6 and 2, né? And E is the midpoint of DF, we must determine the coordinates of F. How can we do so? I know that the x value at E, we'll get it by saying x value at D plus the one at F all over 2, né? The x value at E is 6. The x value at D, we just found 4. We don't know the x value at F. This would give me 12 plus 4 plus xf. Then the x value at F is simply equal to 8. Then let me do the same thing to find the corresponding y value. The y value at F is equal to the y value at E rather is equal to y value at D plus the y value at F all over 2, né? The y value at E is 2. The y value at D is -2. I just want to find the y value at F. This will give me 4. I'll have it -2 plus y at F. So the y value at F is just equal to 6. So the coordinates of F, I have 8 and 6 there. Okay, and then now I must determine the equation of the common tangent with df in the form of y is equal to mx plus c. Okay, I do have 2 coordinates over there. I actually have 3 coordinates. I have the coordinates of F, the coordinates of E, and the coordinates of D. Are you together? I can just find the gradient and then find the equation of the line. So I can say for the gradient of line DE is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, right? The y value at D is -2, and the y value at E is +2, right? The x value at D is 4, and the x value at E is 6. So that this will just give me -4 at the top and -2 at the denominator, just positive 2. This is my gradient, right? After finding my gradient, I must then find the equation of the line by just substituting on the equation that simply say y minus y1 is equal to x minus x1, right? Where y1, I can take any point. Let me take point E. y1 is simply 2, the gradient is also 2, and my x1 is 6. I have y minus 2 is equal to 2x minus 12, and then y minus 2 is equal to 2x minus 12. Why do I repeat writing the same thing? Then y is equal to 2x 2x minus 10. Are we together? Yeah, y is equal to 2x minus 10. Okay. Y is equal to 2x minus 10. And then now they want us to find the coordinates of t. We must show all the working. How can we find t? T is at the center of the circle, né? And I do have the gradient of a tangent. Please note that the gradient of a tangent is always perpendicular. The radius and the tangent are always perpendicular, right? So that means the product of their gradients, of the gradient of those lines, is always equal to minus 1. What do I mean? If I know the gradient of the tangent, I can simplify the gradient of the radius, because whenever I multiply them, I'll always get to minus 1. Right, together. So since the gradient of the tangent is 2, I can simplify the gradient of my radius. The gradient of my radius will be equal to negative half. Why? I'll just flip the gradient of the tangent around and then change the sign. If you have perpendicular lines and you have the gradient of one line, to find the gradient of the other line, just flip the gradient that you have, flip it around, change the sign. Flip it around, change the sign. Yeah? So this is the gradient of my tangent. The gradient for line FG is equal to negative half. Are you together? I know the coordinates of F. I have 8 and 6. Are you together? So I can simply say the gradient of line FG is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, right? The gradient is negative half. The y value at G is 0, and the y value at F is 6. The x value at G is t, and the x value at F is negative 8, right? All I can do is to just cross multiply. I'll have negative t minus 8 is equal to 2 times the negative 6. That's negative 12, right? So negative t plus 8 is equal to a negative 12. So negative t will give us negative 20. Whenever I divide both sides by negative 1, my t will be positive 20. So t is just a positive 20, guys. Okay, now I'm supposed to determine the equation of the circle in that form. I know the coordinates of the center. All I need to do is to find my radius, or r squared. Ne? How can I do that? Remember that my center is not at the origin, right? So I'm going to use the equation that says x minus a all squared plus y minus b all squared is equal to r squared. Ne? So it's x minus 20 plus y minus 0 is just y squared is equal to r squared. Ne? And then for me to find the value of r squared, I must just substitute any point at the circumference. I have a point f there. Ne? I know that for my f, the x value is 8 and the corresponding y value is 6. I'll therefore get my r squared. Simply have 8 minus 20 plus 6 squared. R squared is equal to 180. Therefore, R squared is 180. Né? So, therefore, I can simply conclude that x minus 20 squared plus y squared is equal to 180. All I need to do is to just expand the brackets and put everything to be in standard form. I'll have x squared minus 40x plus 400 plus y squared is equal to 180. So this will give me x squared minus 40x plus y squared, and then 180, 400 minus 180. This will give me 220 is equal to 0. So that's my equation in that form. X squared plus y squared minus 40x plus 220 is 0. Okay, and then now we are told that the smaller circle must be translated by k units along the x-axis to touch the larger circle internally. Calculate the possible values of k. Okay, let me erase here. For the two circles to touch internally, né? Okay, they're basically trying to move this circle, this one, to touch here internally, or it will touch here. Are you together? So whenever they're moving, let's call this position 1 and position 2. Whenever they're moving it to position 1, they're basically taking this x-intercept and placing it here. Are you together? Whenever they are moving the circle to position 2, they're basically taking this x-intercept and placing it there. I want to know how many times must I shift this guy to be there, or this one to be there. That's all I want to know. Né? Okay. Firstly, I need to know. What is my initial x-intercept there and there, and what are the values of my x-intercepts whenever I'm there. Are you together? Okay, so it will be easier because I know that the equation of the smaller circle is x squared plus y squared is equal to 20. Né? So I know that for me to find the equation of the x-intercept, I need to make y 0. When I make y 0, I just solve x after doing that. Né? So I'll have x squared plus 0 is equal to 20. Then x squared is equal to 20. Then I'll find the square root of 20 on both sides. The square root of 20 will give me 2 root 5, plus minus 2 root 5, right? So that means here the x value is negative 2 root 5. Over here, I'll have a positive 2 root 5, right? A positive 2 root 5. And then all I need to do is to find these x values as well. Are you together? I have my equation. Remember that my equation was x minus 20 squared plus y squared is equal to 180. If I make y 0, I'll have x minus 20 squared is equal to 180. Are you together? I can take square root on both sides. The square root of 180, let me punch it, 180 is 6 root 5. So I'll have x minus 20 is equal to plus or minus 6 root 5. Remember that whenever I square both sides, the right hand side should always say plus or minus. So I'll have x minus 20 is equal to negative 6 root 5, or x minus 20 is equal to positive 6 root 5. So this will give me x 20 minus 6 root 5, or x is equal to 20 plus 6 root 5. Okay, the one these two things are the same. We have a 20 and a 20, the 6 root 5 and 6 root 5. The one with the negative sign is the one is the smaller one. So the x here is just 20 minus 6 root 5, and then the x value here is 20 plus 6 root 5. Remember that, guys. All that I want to find, I'm just trying to make this guy to be equal to this one. Are you together? How can I do that? I must take negative 2 root 5 and add k for it to be equal to 20 minus 6 root 5. So for me to find k, I'll just take the negative 2 root 5 to the other side. I'll have k is equal to 20, and then I'll be left with minus 4 root 5. Are you together? Or let me use black color manure. I want to make this to be that, ne? How can I do that? I must add something from 2 root 5 for it to be equal to 20 plus 6 root 5. Are we together? Then k will be just 20 plus 4 root 5. So these are the possible answers of k, guys, for my circle to touch internally. Are you together? K will be equal to 20 plus or minus 4 root 5. That's how, guys, we would have tackled the question of 4. I really hope that, guys, the video was productive and it helped you very much. Thank you for your time. I love you.